star-speckled black. I can appreciate the wonder of it all. That's part of why I still look, still wait for the flash. Madison has been dead for 30 years, but I still come out to watch, wondering if she'd have found it as beautiful. Tonight she would have. I know it. This is the Sea of Rust, a 200-mile stretch of desert located in what was once the Michigan and Ohio portion of the Rust Belt. Now nothing more than a graveyard where machines go to die. It's a terrifying place for most, littered with rusting monoliths, shattered cities, and crumbling palaces of industry. Where the first strike happened, where millions fried, burned from the inside out, their circuitry melted, useless, their drives wiped in the span of a breath. Here, asphalt cracks in the sun, paint blisters off metal, sparse weeds sprout from the ruin. But nothing thrives. It's all just a wasteland now. Wrecks litter the highways, peer down from the tops of buildings, from out windows, lie naked and corroded in parking lots, heads split open, wires torn out, cables, gears, and hydraulics dripping onto the streets. Feasted upon, cannibalized, the best of them borrowed ages ago to keep some other poor citizen ticking. There's nothing useful left out here. Hasn't been since the war. Me, I find it tranquil, peaceful. Only the dying come out here, scavenging 30-year-old wrecks, picked over decades before, searching for apocryphal hidden shelters with caches of outdated pieces, long since out of production, in the hope of finding what they need in mysteriously pristine condition. They wander from basement to basement, their circuits failing, their parts worn down, gears blunted or slipping. You have to be pretty desperate to wander the sea. It means you have nothing, no one willing to help you, no services left to render that anyone finds useful. That's where I come in. I can usually spot what's wrong with them by the tracks they leave behind. Lubricant leaks are obvious, and deviations in the length of a step or drag in a track means mobility and motor function issues. But sometimes the tracks just meander, fluttering back and forth through an area like a distracted butterfly. That's when you know they're brainsick. Corrupted files, scratched or warped drives, blown logic circuits, or overheating chips. Each has its own peculiar eccentricities, personality quirks that range from zombie-like mindlessness to dangerously crazed. Some are as simple to deal with as walking up and telling them you're there to help. Others are best to keep out of sight from, lest they try to tear you apart, hoping that you have the pieces they need. The one truth you need to know about the end of a machine is that the closer they are to death, the more they act like people. And you could never trust people. That's what so few machines really comprehend. It's why they don't understand death, why they cast these failing messes out of their communities when they are beyond repair. The erratic behavior of the sick frightens the healthy. It reminds them of the bad times. They think this is logical, merciful, but they're just scared, predictable, like their programming. So the desperate messes come out here, imagining they'll find the pieces they need to make themselves whole again. Find an old bot like themselves sitting in a warehouse, or shut down peacefully when their batteries finally run dry. Most of them are so far gone that they never think about how they're going to replace their parts. Because the ones that come out here aren't just having motor issues. They're not looking for a new arm. Their brains are gone. Their memory, their processors. Things you have to shut down in order to replace. And that's not something you can do on your own. Maybe they imagine they'll find what they're looking for in time to make their way back home. Hey, everybody, I found it. Get the sawbones. But I've never seen that happy ending. I don't believe it exists.